Topic is advantages of AC, that is alternating current, in long distance power transmission. Why we are using the AC, that is alternating current, for the long power transmission? That only we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, so here the power station is placed in a remote area. Already you know that, already studied in 10th standard also. The same question is studied in 10th standard. Okay, so the power station is placed in remote area. Based on this, the fuel used in power station, here there is also having the name, that is one of the thermal power, hydroelectric power, nuclear power station. Okay, so it is depend upon the fuel used in the power station. Okay, so by using the heat energy, there is a produces a power, means that power station is one of the thermal power station. By using the nuclear power, there is a produces energy, means that power station is called nuclear power station. Okay, so based on this, the fuel used in the power station, it is named as the power nuclear power station, thermal power station, hydro power station, and so on. Okay, so here we consider the electric power is produced in a power station. It is transmitted to the long over the distance in the form of the alternating current. Why we are using this alternating current means, here the current passing through the wire, there is produces a losses in the form of the heat energy. So according to the Joule law of heating, there is a power loss is calculated by using the formula of I square R T. Yeah, I square R T. Here the T means that is a time taken for the transforming. It is a constant value, so it is neglected. So next there is I square R. Okay, the power losses is due to the current and the resistance. Current and the resistance. So here we take the resistance, means there is a resistance of the wire. Here we are using this one of the aluminum wire. This aluminum wire, it has a thickness is greater. Okay, so to reduce the resistance, here if you are using this the resistance of the aluminum wire, here if the thickness is increases, means the resistance is decreases for the aluminum wire, but it is very difficult to increase the diameter because it is more cost of the aluminum wire for using the transmission lines. So here the resistance of the transformer wire is also constant. Okay, we are having this some thickness of the aluminum wire. So in this thickness we are passing this the producing alternating current in a transformer. Okay, then here why we are using this alternating current means, here there is to produce a power loss. The power loss is depend upon the current. The power loss is depend upon the square of the current. Square of the current. So here we are decreasing the current with high voltage. We are decreasing the alternating current with high voltage. It is transformed through the aluminum wire to the long distance. Okay, so we are decreasing the alternating current with high voltage. We are decreasing the alternating current with high voltage. For the purpose only, we are using the alternating current to transmit over the long distance. So already you know that here in house we are using this that alternating current. That alternating current, it is used for the devices. Here in a devices we are using as a direct current. We are using the direct current. Okay, so the alternating current is passing through the transmission line, but we are using this direct current for the DC motor. Okay, the electric fan, for some of the electrical appliances. Here all the electrical appliances, it is work with the direct current. Okay, so here for the transmission purpose we are using the AC. Means why we are using the AC? Here we are passing the current with low alternating current with high voltage. Okay, it can be done by the alternating current only. So only we are using this alternating current. Okay, students, I hope you understand well about this. So here in the power station there is having this one of the step up transformer. This step up transformer is used to produces low alternating current with high voltage. by decreasing the value of the current, we can reduces the power loss during the transmission. Here the power loss is given by the I square R. So if you are decreasing the value of the current means we can reduce the power loss. So only here we consider we are using this one of the step of transformer. For the step of transformer, here the power produced in a power station, it is also stepped up to the high voltage with low current. With a low current, low current is stepped up to the high voltage. It is transmitting through the transmission line, and here there is also having this one of the step down transformer. Here when it is reached before the consumers, here this alternating current is stepped down by using this step down transformer. In this step down transformer, here the high voltage is stepped down to the low voltage with the high alternating current. With the high alternating current, that high alternating current is transmitted to the city substation. From the city substation, here it is distributed to the consumers with the high alternating current, low voltage. Okay students, so this is one of the advantages of AC in long distance power transmission. So to understand these questions, there is also given the two examples in our book. Here first we are taking an alternative power of 2 megawatts. Power is equal to 2 megawatts. 2 megawatts means it has a value 2 into 10 power 6 watts is transmitted to place through the transmission lines of total resistance R is equal to 40 ohm at two different voltages. One is lower voltage, V is equal to 10 kilovolt, and other is high voltage, it has the values is 100 kilo voltage. So 100 kilo voltage means we can write V is equal to 100 into kilo means 1000 volt. In next step it can be written as 1 into 10 power 5 volt. Okay, here the voltage is 10 kilovolt, 10 into 1000, so it can be written as V is equal to 10 power 4 volt. Here this is a 100 kilovolt, this is a 10 power 4 volt. Let us now calculate the compare of power losses in the two cases. Okay, we are going to calculate when the power is transmitting, same power 2 megawatts is transmitting with low voltage, is transmitting with high voltage. So what is the power loss? Here the resistance is the same, that is the resistance of the transmission lines. Okay, so already you know the formula. The power loss is calculated by using the formula of I square R. So first you are going to calculate the values of the I. For calculate the values of the I, you know the formula. The power P is equal to V into I. So what is the values of the I? I is equal to P divided by V. So you know the power, it has the values is 2 into 10 power 6 divided by voltage is 10 power 4 means here what is the answer? It is equal to 2 into 10 power 2. Okay, so that is one of the 200 ampere. Okay, that is one of the current. So we are going to calculate the values of the power loss. The power loss is calculated by using the formula of I square R. What is I square? That is 200 square into R means that is a resistance, that is a 40. So 200 means it can be written as 200 square. Okay, 40000 into 40. So it is equal to 4 into 4 16, 1 2 3 4 5 times. So 16 into 10 power 5, it can be written as 1.6 into 10 power 6 watts. So from this we can calculate the power loss in percentage. So percentage of power loss is equal to, what is the formula? Output power. Output power is 1.6 into 10 power 6 divided by input power is 2 into 10 power 6. So 10 power 6, 10 power 6 cancelled means it can be written as the percentage of power loss, into 100%. So that is 0.8 into 100%. So it can be written as 80%. The power loss is 80% for the 2 megawatts is passing with the voltage is 10 power 4 volt. Okay, so next we are taking when it is passing with voltage is 1 into 10 power 5 volt. So first we are going to calculate the values of the current. Current is calculated by using the formula of P divided by V. The P is power is 2 into 10 power 6. Here voltage is 1 into 10 power 5. So what is answer here? The 10 power 1. So that is current is equal to I is equal to 2 amp. It has a low voltage 20 amp. Now this current is produces a loss. The power loss is calculated by using the formula of I square R. I means 20 square into R means resistance, that is a 40 ohm. So it has a value is 400 into 40. It is equal to 3 times. So it can be written as 1.6 into 10 power 4 watts. 1.6 into 10 power 4. Okay. So here we can calculate the percentage of power loss. Is calculated output power, that is 1.6 into 10 power 4 divided by input power is 2 into 10 power 6 into 100 percentage. So it can be calculated 2 power 6 means here this is 10 power 2. So we can write that is a 0.8 into 10 power minus 2 into 100 percentage. So the 0.8 into 10 power minus 2 means it is equal to 0.008 into 100 percentage. Next step it can be written as that is 0.8 percentage. Okay, so the same power is passing with voltage 10 power 4 means it has a power loss is 80 percentage. Here if the same power is passing with the voltage 1 into 10 power 5 volt, high voltage means compare with this voltage it is greater. With the greater voltage means it is produces a power loss is 0.8 percentage. So only in the transformer here we are using the alternating current with a low current high voltage. Okay, low current with a high voltage. When it is passing high voltage there is a produce a power loss is less. Okay students.